The Nigerian senator is currently holding a closed-door executive session where senators have refused to listen to Senate President Akpabio, who urged them to support President Bola Tinubu's decision on Niger Republic. Sahara reporters learned from an insider in the session that the senators are against both the deployment of soldiers and the power supply cut-off already implemented against Niger Republic by the Nigerian government. He has already cut off the electric power supply, and you want them to now agree. I don't understand that this man acts before he thinks. It was gathered that Akpabio's appeal to the senators to give support to Tinubu's request had fallen on deaf ears. So far as the session continued, Sahara reporters had on Friday reported that the Senate agreed to hold an extensive debate on the request by Tinubu, who is chairman of ECOWAS and Nigeria president, following the military takeover in Niger Republic. It had been reported that Tinubu wrote a letter to Nigeria's National Assembly notifying the lawmakers about the ECOWAS possible military action against military leaders and coup plotters in Niger Republic. Tinubu has also listed other sanctions against the military officers who recently seized power in the Niger after overthrowing the democratically elected president Mohamed Bazoum. While giving an update on the closed-door session, a top source told Sahara reporters on Saturday that the senators were against Tinubu's actions. The senators are in an executive closed-door session now without the press or anyone, discussing about whether to use force or military action in Niger Republic. Majority of the senators are against deployment of soldiers and are even against the power supply cut-off as already announced by the Nigerian government. Senators are still speaking, and most of the senators are vehement against any deployment of soldiers in any form. Deliberations are ongoing, and Senate President is appealing for us to endorse the steps President Tinubu has taken so far, but the senators vehemently rejected his suggestion and appeal, the source revealed. Tinubu's official letter addressed to the Senate and received by Senate President Akpabio had partly read, following the unfortunate political situation in Niger Republic, culminating in the overthrow of its president. ECOWAS under my leadership condemned the coup in its entirety and resolved to seek the rerun of the democratically elected government. In a bid to restore peace, ECOWAS convened a meeting and came out with a communique: closure and monitoring of all land borders with Niger Republic and reactivating of the border drilling exercise, cutting off electricity supply to Niger Republic, mobilizing international support for the implementation of the provisions of the ECOWAS communique, preventing the operation of commercial and special flights into and from Niger Republic, blockade of goods in transit to Niger, especially from Lagos and eastern seaports, embarking on sensitization of Nigerians and Nigerians on the imperative of these actions, particularly via social media, military build-up and development of personnel for military intervention to enforce compliance of the military junta in Niger, should they remain recalcitrant. Tinubu, the question I'll be asking, will it be Tinubu for inside, home for inside? Now they go to talk say Nigeria is a sovereign country, nobody can tell us what to do. So who is the country? Niger Republic not a sovereign country? Can't they solve their problems by themselves? You see northern senators protecting their people. That is why it looks as if we hate ourselves. Say it as if it is our senators. They will keep mute about it. Only time of campaign we see them. The senators must stand their ground to say no to the evil president. Tinubu wants to repay the Arewa vote with war and destroy social and economic order between two rebels. They don't see like that too. Thank God our senators are wise now. I beg, don't reject it too. Let us use our hands to bring war to the country in the name of a big brother. Remember, at times, the younger one can disgrace the big brother because they know that it will affect the north, but they are supporting seats at home that is affecting only southeast. I don't even know what is wrong here. Nigeria military doesn't have any modern hardware like the Su-35, F-16 Leopard 2 tank, T-90 and many more. using First World War technology that can't even defeat bandits. Please let them calm down. The hard times of being a Senate president. I don't even know what Nigerian army are doing. This is exactly where God wants to show us that he has a way of turning things around. That is one thing I admire about the North. Their unity of purpose. They don't look at party affiliation when it comes to what affects their people. But down the South, the Southeast especially, the selfish policies they play. This is good development. Tinubu thought that he is the owner of Nigeria because he used money to buy his president. His renewed hope is to cause war in Nigeria, but I know that God will not allow him to have his way. Nigeria is bigger than anybody. You can reject all other things, but see that war we are in already. Oh my goodness. So guys, let's know what you think. Let's have your take.